Good morning, everyone, especially to our subject teacher, Sir Edwin R. Masangkay. I am Ann T.Magsipoc, taking up Bachelor of Elementary Education. This morning, Group 3 will discuss folk dances. So what is folk dances? Folk dances are traditional dances of a country which were evolved naturally and spontaneously in connection with everyday activities and experiences of two people who develop them. Folk dancing is the heartbeat of people. Let me share to you a short history of Philippine folk dance. Who discovered folk dances in the Philippines? So, Francisca Reyes Aquino is acknowledged as the folk dance pioneer. A Bolakenya who do research on folk dances in the 1920s, making trips to remote barrios in central and northern Luzon. She was a Filipino dancer and known as the mother of Philippine dancing. The history of Philippine folk dancing incorporates influences from immigrants and conquerors while at the same time maintaining distinctly Filipino roots. Folk dancing is a true reflection of daily life in past centuries while enchanting modern audiences at the same time. Folk dances mirror the culture and tradition of the Filipinos. It has also been a source of cultural identity of the people. In this diversified country, there are also great diversity of dances in different forms and dynamics that grow out of various times, situations, and experiences. At the end of the lesson, learners should be able to, first, understand what is folk dances. Second, know the types of folk dances. Third, know the objectives and teaching folk dances. And the last one, discover the classification of folk dances according to geographical origin, nature, movements, formations, and special classifications. Let's proceed to the objectives of teaching Philippine folk dances and characteristics of Philippine folk dances. And that will be reported of our first reporter.
Good day everyone, especially to our PE instructor, Mr. Edwin Masangkay. I am Rosmi L. Mateo, BE Ed 1A. So now I am going to discuss the objectives of teaching Philippine folk dances and the characteristics of Philippine folk dances. So let's begin with the objectives of teaching Philippine folk dances. To foster patriotism and nationalism through the study of our dance. Studying Philippine folk dance fosters nationalism and patriotism. It develops a sense of patronage to national heritage. Dance showcases the pride and the identity of a nation. It helps preserve posterity across Philippine regions. It demonstrates the growth of Filipino culture. To arouse better appreciation of Philippine music and folk dances. Primarily, it keeps a culture of people alive by sharing and teaching younger generations the dances. Dance keeps the history of people alive as well. Dance are a ways that community celebrates a special event or important date in time. To provide through dancing a healthful form of relaxation and recreation. Dancing can be a way to stay fit for people of all ages, shapes, and sizes, having a wide range of physical and mental benefits, including improved condition of the heart and lungs, increased muscular strength, endurance, and motor fitness, increased aerobic fitness, improved muscle tone and strength, and weight management. To develop a graceful and rhythmic coordination of body movements that will improve posture. Studies have shown that a regular dancing session can lower blood pressures, reduces fat, and improves the ratio of good to bad cholesterol. Rhythmic activities can also strengthen bones, increase muscular strength, and contribute to a better coordination and flexibility and agility. To preserve for posterity folk dances and music indigenous to the different regions of the Philippines. People have been doing folk dances for hundreds of years, and there is a value keeping the tradition alive. Folk dances are important because they preserve the Philippine culture and pass it on to the next generation. They are a uniting force to the Filipino people. To demonstrate the growth of Filipino culture through the evolution of Philippine dances. During fiestas and other important events, we always perform different folk dances. Through this, each person involved is being connected with each other and to our Filipino tradition, thus establishing unity, mutual understanding, and trust while keeping our Filipino culture alive. Characteristics of Philippine folk dances. In general, dancers stand apart. The dancers are apart in order to move their hands and feet freely, to execute the dance moves properly. There is little, if any, bodily contact. It is because Philippine folk dances reflect the culture of Filipinos wherein women are respected and it shows the modesty of Filipino women. Most of the dances are done by pairs or couples. Most dances in the Philippine folk dance are done by pair. It is because the theme mainly express courtship dance, for example, the pantomima. Hand movements play an important part. Hand movements in the Philippine folk dance plays an important part. It is because every movement corresponds meaning. Most dances are in long formation. Most dances begin and end with saludo. Folk dances begin and end with a saludo to show courtesy and respect. Dances from the lowlands have more foreign elements than those found in the uplands. Dance from lowlands have more foreign elements. It's because lowlands were colonized and these colonizers introduced their culture. While in upland foreign elements were not adopted, it's because of the inaccessible place. War dances are found among non-Christian tribes, for they were not taught the Christian way of living, and they were not colonized by Christians. Ethnic tribes solved or settled their conflict by means of war.
Philippine dances have two classifications: the general classification and the specific classification. General classification composed of geographical of origin, nature of dance, movements, and formation.
Good day everyone. My name is Ann T.Magsipoc and what I am going to report is all about national dances and local dances.
National dances found throughout the islands with little or no modification.
National dances are internationally known and danced even by nobility and the royalty. Most of the national dances originated as regional dances and became stylized and balletic by nobility who subsequently spread them throughout the country. The example of national dances are Cariñosa, Rigudon, Jota, and Pandango.
Cariñosa is a Philippine dance of colonial era origin from the Maria Clara suite of Philippine folk dances, where the fan or handkerchief plays an instrumental role as it places the couple in romance scenario. Another examples are rigodon, jota, and pandango. The local dances found in certain locality.
Local dances or regional dances remain in styles characteristic to specific regions and are usually danced by the villagers. Local dances is a specific cultural dance of a region. It is usually passed on to different generations and represent the specific region. Some examples of local dances are tinikling in Leyte, maglalatik, and subli in Batangas.
The term tinikling literally means to perform in tikling-like. The dance originated in Leyte Island in Visayas. It imitates the movement of tikling birds as they walk between grass stems. Maglalatik. Maglalatik is a folk dance from Philippines performed by male dancers. Coconut shell halves are secured into the dancer's hands and on vest upon which are hung 4 or 6 more coconut shell halves. And another example of local dances is subli in Batangas.
Nature of dance.
Good day everyone, I am Richa Mayronquillo from BEd Section 1A, and today I'm going to report about the nature of dance. Occupational dances. Occupational dances depict the lifestyle and daily work of the people living in various topographies. The fishing villages from north to south of the archipelago develop folk dances depicts their customs in the workplace.
Gawai-gawai is a harvest dance that celebrates the bountiful harvest of the gawai. Gawai is a plant of the taro family that is grown both for the vegetable and its roots. The female dancer holds an ego below in Tagalog, laden as she dances. The music is a fast 3/8 melody and the steps are simple but beautiful. This particular dance came from the town of Jaro in Leyte province, where planting the gawai is the predominant occupation of the barrio folks.
Religious or ceremonial. It's a dance that is part of religious ritual or ritual dance. Salutation taking a series of rhythmical steps and movements in time to music. Dugso is ceremonial dance among the Manobo people in Bukidnon, Agusan, and Misamis Oriental. The dugso is usually performed during the important occasions like Kalega or Kaamulan.
Good day everyone, my name is Jenny V. Laude. My report for today is all about comic dance and game dances. Comic dance, in a simple terms, you may say comic dance is kind of dance form which is used for entertaining people. It depicts funny dance movement as the part of dance. This kind of dance form is used for entertaining the visitors. A comic dance which originated in Santa Maria, Bulacan. A solo performer imitates the movements characteristic of a monkey, its gestures and grimaces. Example of comic dance are Kembo Kembo Makongko at Kiloton. Makongko is derived from the Tagalog word chongo or ongo, which means monkey. In this dance, the dancer imitates a monkey. Its characteristic movements, gestures, grimaces, and etc. When it in a happy, playful, or angry mood, while it is playing, eating, or resting. Only one man performs this dance. Most of his movements are his own improvisations. Makongko is a comic dance which originated in Santa Maria, Bulacan. A solo performer imitates the movements, characteristics of a monkey. Kinoton dance was derived from the Ilocano word "cotton", which means ants. This comic dance from the Ilocos region depicts the movement of a persons bitten by ants. In social gathering where close friends and intimates are in attendance, this dance is performed to make people merry. Next is a game dances. A video game where a player dances on a pressure-sensitive mat, attempting to follow a pattern of steps shown on screen in time to music. Example of game dances are lubi-lubi and babu. Lubi-lubi is a Bicol dance, a combination of a simple folk of a social steps. Literally, lubi means coconut. A game called lubi-lubi is played with coconut shells. According to the Bicols, this dance originated in Leyte and Samar, where it is still danced like the Balitaw. The lubi-lubi festivals, with a direct translation of coconut is celebrated by the people of Gland every October to also showcase old religious beliefs about the coconut tree in the form of musicality, choreography, costumes, and handicrafts. Bernardo T. Pederi, who discovered the lubi-lubi from the common steps which he learned from the old people in the town of the Burawan province of Leyte. The dance is usually performed by one or more couples who are scattered informally around the room. Lubi-lubi festivals reflects an old tradition of Gland, the province's oldest town. Gland in the 16th century, it was originally believed to be an animal dance from Padua, Spain, and was known as the Padovana or the peacock dance o pavo in Italy. The pavane was a very solemn couples gliding dance with a long gliding walking steps in procession with many courtesies, retreats, and advances.
Continuation to the discussion of my groupmates. Wedding dances. What is wedding dance? A wedding is an event full of traditions and symbols. The first dance of a newly married couple is one of those time-honored traditions that is highly cherished. It shows the love and unity between the new couple. The way of dancing, expression, and the dancing steps reveal the harmony between the bride and the groom. Wedding dances is performed during wedding feast. One example of wedding dance is pantomima. Pantomima was originally a wedding dance from Bicol provinces. It is also very popular in the northern part of Samar, especially in towns of Alan and Capul, both directly facing Bicolandia. This dance is traditionally performed during wedding festivities by the couple and their visitors. In fact, no social gathering in the Bicol region is complete without the pantomima. During a wedding feast, it is customary for the newlyweds to perform the dance first, and while they dance, their relatives and guests throw coins at them. Sometimes, a plate is placed on the floor so that the guests may place money in it. Today, pantomina was evolved. Relatives and guests pinned money on the wedding costume of the couple. Money cape and money cake was given at this time. The dance is performed several times by the newlyweds and their guests. Dancers may improvise their steps when performing the pantomina. Pantomina was featured in Francesca Reyes Aquino's first ever folk dance books, which is Philippine Folk Dances and Games, published in February 1926. The dance, according to Aquino, was also called salampati during Spanish period. The old name salampati means doves. Thus, the dance is sometimes referred to as the dance of the doves. Next example of wedding dance is Habanera Botolena. The Habanera Botolena is a folk dance that originated from Cuba. It is also known as danza or danza habanera. The habanera is a social dance in local time, and it is usually performed in a ballroom or on a stage. It is performed at weddings and includes a procession of the bride and groom's parents, the bridesmaids and groomsmen, as well as an exclusive performance by the newlyweds. This dance first became popular in the town of Botolan, Zambales. The Habanera Botolena is a Filipino traditional dance that influenced by the Spanish. The dance steps of Habanera Botolena have a flamenco touch in it. This dance is originated in Botolan, Zambales. It has a Spanish and Filipino dance steps combination. Before it is being danced during the departure of the parish priest or important official of the town, but as time passed by, it became a dance performed during wedding and other special occasions. Next example is the Magkasuyo dance. The Magkasuyo is a mix of Spanish, Malay, and Muslim culture. It's usually performed in traditional ceremonies like weddings. It is originated from Quezon. And it is have a simple and easy dance which literally means good friends or sweethearts. The Magkasuyo is a variation of the vals. The 1, 2, and 3 graceful triple method that Filipino traditional dance borrowed from the Spanish waltz. It is a formal series of step-close movements with a couple facing each other in a courtship configuration. Vals incorporates German and Spanish influence, but the Magkasuyo is the specific invention of Quezon Province, a large farming and fishing region southeast of Manila with a rich tradition of outside influences including Spanish, Malay, and Muslim. A popular song, Magkasuyo Buong Gabi or The Lovers for the Night, expands on the romantic nature of the dance. Magkasuyo is also considered as the example of courtship dance. Next nature of dance is courtship dance. What is courtship dance? Courtship is the period of development towards an intimate relationship wherein a couple get to know each other and decide if there will be an engagement followed by a marriage. A courtship may be an informal and private matter between two people or may be a public affair or a formal engagement with family approval. Traditionally, in the case of a formal engagement, it is the role of the male to actively court a female, thus encouraging her to understand him and her receptiveness to a marriage proposal. Courtship dances are those dances that depicting love making. One example of courtship dances is kuratsa. Kuratsa is one of the traditional dances in Leyte and Samar province. It is referred to as a courtship dance where dancers imitate courtship movements of rooster and a hen in a creative way. This dance is most popular waray traditional dance in Eastern Visayas. It is indigenized version of the La Cucaracha, the cockroach, which introduced by Mexican soldiers and traders when Mexico had administrative and trade relations with the Philippines. Curatsa depicts the flirtations movements of the rooster and the hen in courtship. This dance has three parts. First, the couple performs a waltz. In second part, the music sets a faster pace in the man pursues the woman around the dance floor in a chase. To finish, the music becomes even faster as the man wins over the woman with his mating dance.
Next example of courtship dance is daling-daling dance.
Daling-daling is a courtship dance from Hulu Sulu. This is popular among the young people of that locality. The word daling means my love. The name of the dance, therefore, means my love, my love. The dancers sing as they perform the dance, or the audience may sing while the dancers perform the dance. The song reveals how two lovers care for each other. The boys tell the girl that there is no peace in his mind when he is away from her. The girl is on other hand says that even if there were in two separate islands, her love for him would never change. Dancers are dressed in typical Huluano costume. Girl and boy hold an open fan in each hand. The fans are held with the second and third fingers on the top side, and the thumb, fourth, and little finger under on the other side. Next example of courtship dance is Palakis dance. The Palakis is a courtship dance that originated in Western Bontoc, that is most often performed during weddings and festivals, especially the Begnas. It is a community celebration of planting and harvest. The male and female dancers carry a square meter piece of brightly colored cloth that they hold and shake while making their flirtations movements, and to convey different emotions such as romance.
The last example is Maramion. Maramion is the courtship dance that is popular in the island of Cebu and Bohol. It is a pantomime of a courtship story. Females are dressed in Visayan folk costume in patadyong, while males are dressed in Barong Tagalog with white cruisers. Maramion means fragrant or beautiful.
Good day, everyone, especially to our teacher. Good day, mom, sir, good day. My name is Maria Nina Piramidase, and I am taking a Bachelor of Elementary Education. And now, let's proceed to our topic. War dance is a dance involving mock combat. Usually in reference to tribal warriors, societies where such dances were performed as a ritual connected with endemic warfare. Martial arts in dance like settings for various reasons, such as for evoking ferocity in preparation for battle or showing of skill in more stylized manner. It could also be for celebration of valor in conquest. Many such martial arts incorporate music, especially strong, consecutive rhymes. War dance is possible to view modern military marches and drilling procedures as descendants of the tribal war and hunting dances that have also been integral to many cultures. War dances, often using weapons and fighting movements, were used throughout history as a way of training soldiers and preparing them emotionally and spiritually for battle. Many hunting tribes performed dances in which the hunters dressed in animal skins and imitated the movements of their prey, thus acquiring the skills of the animal in question and through sympathetic magic gaining power over it. Dance also plays a number of important social roles in all cultures, notably in matters of celebration, courtship, recreation, and entertainment. Courtship dances, for example, allow the dancers to display their vigor and attractiveness and to engage in social accepted physical contact between the sexes. The waltz, a relatively modern example of the courtship dance, was banned at certain times because its flagrant contact between the dancers was considered indecent. Such traditionally dances often contain fertility motifs, rhythmic or even actual motion of sexual intercourse are enacted. One motif in particular, the fertility leap, in which the male dancer lifts the woman as high as he can, is common to many courtship dances, such as the tyroline. The importance of dance in courtship and social gathering is probably older than its use as recreation and entertainment. Many scholars have suggested that dance was once an integral part of everyday life, accompanying both practical activities and religious rituals. Only when more complex social and economic structures began to emerge and leisure class or caste came into existence, did people begin to see dance as a source of pleasure, in some way distinct from the most important issues of survival. Now, let's proceed to our next topic, which is the festival dance. Festivals in the Philippines offer people chance to exhibit their rich culture and pay homage to the history and patron saints. They are vibrant, big, and celebrated with a lot of pomp and show. No wonder each province has its own Filipino fiesta that they are very proud of. Tourists from all over the world visit the Philippines not just to see its beautiful beaches and breathtaking sights, but also to experience the country's grand festivals that, without doubt, make it more fun in the Philippines. 15 Philippine festival you must experience. The festivals in the Philippines are one of the main reasons travelers visit the country because of the colorful costumes, fun activities, and electrifying festival dances in the Philippines. Travelers can help but join the party. Here are the top 15 festivals every travelers must experience at least once. And now, here's the list of 15 Philippine festival you must experience. Number 1, Sinulog Festival, a religious festival in the Philippines celebrated in Cebu every January. Second, Ati-Atihan Festival, one of a kind festival in the Philippines held in Calibo, Aklan. Number 3, Dinagyang Festival, the religious festival in the Philippines that celebrates the fest of the Santo Niño and the pact between the datos and locals in Iloilo City. Number 4, Pahiyas Festival, Lokban, Quezon. One of the most colorful Philippine festival held in Lokban, Quezon, where tourists can enjoy free food. Number 5, Pinagbenga Festival, the popular flower festival in the Philippines. Number 6, Lechon Festival, one of the most unique festival in the Philippines where you'll see the crispy pork lechon dressed in cool outfits. Number 7, Kadayawan Festival, the fiesta in the Philippines celebrated in Davao City. At number 8, Mascara Festival, the Philippine festival of many faces held in Bacolod. Number 9, Tuna Festival, one of the fun fish festival in the Philippines. Number 10, Gigantes Festival, where you can see the giant paper match do the festival dance. Mango Festival, a festivity held in Zambales to celebrate the bountiful harvest of mangoes. Number 12, Bangus Festival, the festival that promotes bangus. Moriones Festival, a religious festival in the Philippines reenacting Longinu's life. Ibalong Festival, it is a celebration in recognition of the social, historic, cultural heritage of Bicolanos as based on the Ibolong epic. Number 15, Tinalak Festival, a way to promote and preserve South Cotabato's cultural heritage. Okay guys, that's all about war dance and festivals. Thank you for listening. Hope you like it. Keep safe, everyone.
Movements.
Good day, sir, and to my fellow classmate. I'm Romelyn Isibiaga, and right now I will discuss you about active or moderate movement. Active means with fast, energetic movement. The example of active movement is first technique. The term technically literally means to perform it tickling or like. The dance originated in Leyte Island, Visayas. And here are the example of tickling. The second is maglalatik. The maglalatik, also known as manlalatik or magbabaon, is a folk dance from the Philippines by male dancers. The name of the dance means latik to maker. From latik, a coconut product that is used in Filipino cooking. And here the example of maglalatik. The third is succulting. The succulting dance, originally performed solely by boys, portrays a mock fight using sticks. And here are the example of succulting. And the fourth is polka band. It has different version that depends on provinces, but it was province of Atimonan, Quezon, danced by female dancers and male dancers during special occasion. And here are the example of polka ball. In moderate movement, the example are first the cariñosa. The cariñosa is a Philippine dance of colonial era origin from the Maria Clara suits of Philippines folk dance. And here are the example of cariñosa. And second is habanera. The habanera is a dance that combines Filipino and Spanish techniques, is commonly performed at wedding. Here are the example of habanera. The fourth is porphyry. The dance of potpourri or potpourri retained an important roles in these areas until 1960s. Here is the example of potpourri. And in the last movement, in moderate is called tagala. In Batan is called porkatagala. Malikit in Pangasinan means happy therefore, happy polka. This is danced during fiestas in honor of the Santo Niño, patron saint of Barrio of Pangasinan, when the dance is paired as a ballroom dance during fiestas or grand social affairs. And also, here are the example of tagala. And that would be all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Katlanan Anabor, a Bachelor of Elementary Education student.
In folk dance, there are two types of movement, which is the slow and slow-fast movement.
In the slow movement, there are four types of dances.
The number one is pasakat. Pasakat is a Philippine folk dance, but in San Diego, it became pasakat when the acronym for the Philippine American Society and Cultural Arts Troupe was formed. The number two is Alcamfor. Alcamfor dance features a girl's handkerchief that is supposedly scented with alcamfor or naphthalene balls. The dance is also called pandamgohan, panyo. Its name is derived from the plant of the same name, having a peculiar hot and aromatic smell. Female dancer holds handkerchief scented with the alcamfor. Amorosa dance is a solo dancer in a circle facing center, free hands up and sides, and move freely with the music. Hips swing on each step, just like they do in salsa dance. Habanera Botolena is a dance that combines Filipino and Spanish techniques and is commonly performed at weddings. Dances typically keep their arms extended while maintaining delicate postures with their hands, which is intended to symbolize love and happiness toward their partner. In slow-fast movement, there are three types of dances. The number one is ba-ingles. Ba-ingles is derived from the word baile and ingles, meaning English dance, except for the last figure, which is typically Ilocano in mood and movements. All the others figures are similar in nature and mood to some English dances. The number two is putritos. Putritos is a festival dance from Atimonan, Tayabas, Quezon, performed by a man and a woman who make flirtatious and playful gesture. The dance is performed to alternate slow and fast waltz tempos and ends with the girls twirling energetically. The number three is kundiman. Kundiman is a genre of traditional Filipino love songs. The lyrics of the kundiman are written in Tagalog. The melody is characterized by a smooth, flowing, and gentle rhythm with dramatic intervals. Kundiman was the traditional meaning of serenade in the Philippines.
Hello everyone, my name is Kalam Duran, B. Ed 1A. Formation. Formation dance is a style of ballroom dancing. It is pattern of shadow team dancing by couples in a formation team. The choreography may be based on a particular dance of a medley of dance. Formation dancing may be done for exhibition or for competition between teams. Number 1. Square or quadrille formation. A quadrille is a type of dance for four couples, with each couple forming a single side of a square. It's developed from the Catalan, an earlier form of square dance, and became popular in the French court of the early 19th century. It was then introduced to London society. The term square dance may refer to several different dance traditions in America, including the event itself, which generally occurs at square dancing club, dance hall, or other social dance traditions such as a born dance, The example of the square or quadrille formation is a digodon and Los Bells the Ayer. Number 2. Long formation. Two or more parallel lines. One of example of long formation is contra dancing, which is a form of American folk dance in which the dancer form two parallel lines and perform a sequence of dance movements with different partners down the length of the line, likely play a hand in the evolution of country dancing well. Example of long formation is Lolay and Sakuto. Set. Number 3. Set. Set is consisting of two or more pairs as a unit partners facing each other or standing side by side. Many folk dance today are performed in set groups of about 8 dancers who may person in all of the above formation, but within restricted space. Some of example of set is Binadjong, Haplik, and Kakawat.
Good morning everyone, and especially to our PE instructor, Sir Edwin Masangkay. I am Edisa Manunggol, taking the course of Bachelor of Elementary Education, and today I will discuss the special classification. Dance with song combining the singing and dancing, and I have here some example. Manang Biday is a folk song, and Lawiswis Kawayan is a folk dance. Manang Biday is a folk song. Manang Biday is a traditional Ilocano folk song in northern Luzon, particularly in the province of Ilocos. This song implies the courtship of a young maiden named Manang Biday. Serenading a love interest is a custom of the Filipinos until today. It is still practiced by the Ilocano. It is also a courtship dance. It was originally composed by Florante Aguilar. Lawiswis Kawayan is a folk dance. Lawiswis Kawayan is a kind of folk song originated from the Visayas region and became popular in Samar, Leyte. This was first sung in Tagalog by Pusita Santa Maria and later made into folk dance wherein the dancer sways just like a bamboo that is tossed to and from by the wind. Old ballroom dance. I have here some two examples of old ballroom dance. It is polka and bells. Polka lively courtship dance of Bohemian folk origin. It is characterized by 3 quick steps and an hope, and it dances to music in short time. The couples cover much space as they circle about the dance floor. Bells. From the old German word waltzen to roll, turn or to glide, a ballroom dance in 3/4 time with strong accent on the first beat and the basic pattern of a step-step close, to move or glide in a lively or competious manner.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica and again I'm going to report a dance with implements and dance of combined rhythm. First is dance with implements. Dance with implement. Dancing is extremely popular sport. Throughout most of dancing we see on a regular basis in jazz, recreational. Competitive dance is a dance stems through individuals competing in tournaments by dancing in front of judges. Any dancer, both men and women, have an accessories and props and equipment. These are just some example of props. Headbands. These headbands help to keep the dancer hair in place or well as prevent sweat from getting in their eyes during routine. Jewelry. Jewelry is an accessory that can be used to give more flair or sophistication to our routine. While jewelry does not hold the performance of a dancer, it certainly can make costume look much more presentable. Being able to wow the judges with a
Every dance routine is accompanied by a music arrangement. Therefore, it is crucial to have music player, whether it be a portable speaker or surround sound system that is pre-wired into the venue. Regardless of whether or not the venue is already equipped with speakers, most dancers have their own transportable music players so that they can synchronize their routines with the music during practice session. Since styles and elegance are crucial components of any dance routine, costumes are widely used as a means of standing out on stage. Contemporary dancers are likely to wear flashy tops paired with skirts or joggers, while classical dancers tend to wear long colorful gowns or leotards. Leotards are special types of upper body garment worn by dancers. They are made out of stretchy, sweat-wicking polyester material that ensures maximum breathability and flexibility. Generally tight-fitting, these garments come in a sleeveless variety with thin shouldered straps for women and short-sleeved version for men. The main function of two pads is to add comfort, while also protecting against blisters and irritation that can occur from sliding around and points shoes for an extended period of time. Ballet slippers are specially designed shoes that are used for a highly technical and elegant form of dance called ballet. They are extremely light and have thin soles, which provide the flexibility necessary to stand on all parts of the feet, especially useful for tiptoe. Dance tights are the full-length counterparts to dance shorts, worn by both male and female dancers. They are form-fitting and consist of a highly stretchable that allows limbs to move freely. There are two types of tape used for dance. The first is called marking tape, which is used to indicate target spots and boundaries on a dance floor. The second is athletic tape, used to wrap swollen joints and muscles so that dancers with minor ailments can ideally be pain-free during performance, whereas marking tape is similar to heavy-duty packaging tape. Athletic tape is made out of a breathable cotton fabric that provides stability to previously injured joints to lessen the chances of any further harm being done.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Angie A. Pabliu. We talk about the dos and folk dancing. First, dance in a natural, simple, and direct manner. Ibig sabihin lang nun is relax ka lang, igalaw mo lang ng normal ang katawan mo, huwag mong masyadong pinipressure ang sarili mo, and dapat ang galaw mo is naaayon sa kung anong sayaw ba yung sinasayaw mo. Second one is dance with ease and smoothness. Ibig sabihin, pag sumasayaw ka ng folk dance, wag mong ipapakita na nahihirapan ka. Dapat ang galaw mo is ease and smooth lang. Malinis lang, ganon. Para sa ganon, hindi maguguluhan o hindi nahihirapan nanood yung mga audience mo. Third one is use the proper costume for the dance. 'Di ba alam naman natin na maraming types ang folk dance, so ibig sabihin may iba't ibang costume sila. So bakit nga ba kailangan ng costume? Kailangan ng costume para ma-recognize kung anong klaseng sayaw ba or kung anong types ba ng folk dance yung sinasayaw ng isang grupo. Next one is follow direction and dance instruction as closely as possible. So, di ba alam naman nating lahat na kapag traditional dances or folk dances yung sinasayaw natin is may pattern ng bawat step. So, sabi dito, kailangan daw susundin natin ng maayos ang bawat direction nang sa ganun nang ma-execute natin ng proper yung sayaw na gagawin natin. Lastly, dance with feelings and expression. Lagi nating tatandaan na kapag nagpe-perform tayo, is kailangan nating i-enjoy ang bawat movement. I-enjoy natin yung performance natin kasi pag nag-i-enjoy tayo, doon natin ma-express yung feeling natin, which is magkukos ng spatial expression. And yun yung spatial expression, yun yung magiging way para makakuha ng attention sa mga audience.
Good morning everyone, especially to our PE instructor, Sir Edwin Masangkay. I am Irene A. Sarsa, a BA Ed 1A student, and I'm going to discuss today is the last part of our report, the don'ts in folk dancing. Number 1, do not exaggerate the dance steps. Ibig sabihin, hindi dapat natin dinadagdagan ang mga basic patterns or steps. Kung ano lang ang nakalagay sa direction, yun lang ang pwede nating sundin at gawin. Number 2, do not make dances too dainty and graceful like ballet. Ibig sabihin, huwag natin gawing ballet ang bawat steps at huwag rin masyadong detailed at pahirapan ang ating mga sarili sa pagsasayaw ng folk dance dahil ang pagsasayaw ng folk dance ay simple lamang at natural. Number 3, do not make entrance and exit long. Ibig sabihin, huwag nating masyadong tagalan ang pagpasok at paglabas kasi maaaring makaramdam ng pagkabagot ang ating manunood at ang mga susunod na sasayaw. Number 4, do not make steps too elaborate and complicated. Ibig sabihin, kapag tayo ay nagsasayaw ng folk dance, huwag nating hirapan or gawing komplikado ang bawat steps. Number 5, do not call a folk dance unless the steps comes from traditional dances. Matatawag nating folk dance ang ating sinasayaw kung tayo ay naka-proper costumes at ang ating mga steps ay nanggagaling sa traditional dances.